December Blues. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Nana Kumi. Chelsea 1, Atalanta 2. This is actually crazy, guys. This is actually insane. What is actually going on with this club? Why, Chelsea? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Last year in December, disgusting run of form. This year, you're doing the same thing over again. Atlanta? Come bro. Let's get into the starting lineup. Robert Sanchez starts and go. Cucurella on the left. Badiashile in the middle, center back, with Joshua Champong, which I actually didn't mind. Trev as a right back. Trev was a right back. Wow. Now that I look at it, I thought he started as a center back with Badiashile, but no, he was a right back. That is these experiments, man. These experiments. We have right backs. We have actual right backs who went pro for playing right back. They became professional athletes for playing that specific position. But guess who? What? We don't do that here. We like playing players in their positions they don't like to play in. Caicedo in the 6 with Reece James. Enzo in the 10. Shocking performance today. Jamie Gittins as the left wing, as the left mid. Shocking performance. Pedro Neto. Surprisingly, this is actually one of his better games where he was able to take on his man and beat him. João Pedro scored. So in that first half, we were not producing much. Atlanta had more shots than us. They had more shot on target. We only had one shot on target. We weren't really creating much, but then we got lucky. El Capitano, Reece James, gets into space, puts in the cross for João Pedro, who just nicks it right into the goal. At first glance, I thought it was offside, to be honest. But guess what? It wasn't. So we're through. 1-0, half is over. I'm like, you know what? Okay, it wasn't the greatest half. At least we're up. And we still have Estevan on the bench. We still have more exciting players on the bench. So if anything, we could just bring them on and bang in more goals. Second half starts. Not long as the second half, actually, like 55 minutes. At the 55-minute mark, our defense just get caught sleeping. Ball comes into the box, free header for the striker, boom, go 1-1. So now I'm thinking, right? Okay, we're down 1-1. We're gonna make some offensive changes, right? We bring in Malo Gusto for Enzo Fernandez, which makes 0 sense. Why are we bringing in Malo Gusto for Enzo Fernandez? Enzo Fernandez did not have a good game whatsoever today. Right? I'd have expected Andre Santos to come in. Or even maybe we bring in Margu and then drop in João Pedro in the 10 because Enzo Fernandez wasn't doing anything in that 10 position. But instead, we put Gusto in the 10 and then we took off Pedro Neto, who had been our better player to date so far this game when it came to taking the ball and beating man one-on-one. Gittins wasn't doing anything on that left side. He literally wasn't doing jack on that left side. We take both Enzo Fernandez and Pedro Neto off. Gittins switches over to the right side, and then Garnacho comes onto the left side, which I actually wanted Garnacho to come on the left side. But Gittins contributed nothing up to that point in that game. But somehow he didn't get subbed off. Neto got subbed off. Gittins gets switched over to the right side. He comes over to the right side, does absolutely nothing. Nothing while he's there the whole time. Gusto in the midfield, absolutely nothing. Of course, he's not going to do anything in the 10. What do you expect the right back to do in the 10? Like, why do you expect you're tied in the game and you want to go for the win and you're bringing in a right back to play the 10? Make it make sense for me, please. Sometimes you got to just make things simple. Just be as simple as possible. But I think Enzo Maresca might be allergic to that. Fast forward, Wesley Fofana goes in for a tackle, and then the player's back leg stabs him in the eye. Right, he gets stabbed in the eye, so now he can't see. He has to come off. And immediately when he had to come off, I started scratching my head. I'm like, oh goodness, who we don't really have much options, you know. Who's gonna come on here? And lo and behold, I saw I saw him start getting ready. I was like, no. I said, no, 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 no. Guess who it was? Tosin the Terrible. Tosin the Terrible. He gets in. And would you know it? Guess what? He gives up a free kick that leads to a goal. This guy is actually crazy, bro. Like every time he touches the pitch, I am baffled how he became a professional soccer player. Like it completely baffles me. And I'm not gonna throw him under the bus and say this whole game performance is cause of him. But he was a leading leading contributor to that second goal. Which, if that second goal wouldn't have happened, would have at least walked off with a point. That was disgusting work, man. Shocking performance, honestly. Shocking performance from Gittins. Shocking performance. Shocking from Enzo. Shocking from Maresca, too, honestly, for bringing in Gusto as a 10. When we have Esteval on the bench. When we have the other Brazilian, Andre Santos, on the bench. Man, disgusting. This is nasty work. We moved though. Saturday we play Everton. God knows, man. Honestly, I don't know what to expect from that game because this run of form has been disgusting. Everton has been in a decent run of form. Interesting enough, I've watched their last two games, and Dewsbury Hall scored in both of the two games. He's actually been in a decent goal scoring form. Hopefully, he's not scoring no goals against us or nothing, but that'll be one to watch out for. Yeah, I mean, I guess we move, but this we got to do better. We got to do better. And to the directors, to the club, please sell Tosin. Please sell Tosin before it gets out of hand. Thank you guys for tuning in, and see you in the next video. Up the Chels.